Elton John, one of the most iconic piano players in history. Those thunderous octaves, those gospel-inspired grooves, the way he takes simple chords and makes them sing. In this video, I'm going to be looking at some of his most iconic piano performances, trying to work out what gives his piano playing that unmistakable flair and how you can weave some of his magic into your own playing too. I haven't planned what I'm going to say. It's going to be off the cuff. We're just going to watch the videos and see what happens. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's dive in. Tiny Dancer. This is more recent, this is 2022. It's like a rolling 16th pattern here. Elton does this a lot in his songs where he has this. It's almost like playing like a guitarist would, where he's just finger picking all of those notes in a kind of 16th note pattern. You can see what he's doing here is he's literally just moving between two chords and arpeggiating the notes in those chords. So he's going from C to an F over C. Okay, you can see that's an F chord, and then his little fingers still staying on that C. He's just adding a couple of extra notes. He's maybe going to that D, which isn't in the C chord. It's just one extra note. All the rest of the notes are all from C. And then he's adding in that G, that sus2 shape on the F. There's our F sus2. He's adding in that G. But, you know, it's pretty much... It's kind of so simple, but it's so beautiful. You know, he's literally moving between those chords 1 and 4 in the key. And again, it just is like one of the most iconic piano intros of all time. It's brilliant. All the way through that chorus, he's just decorating the chord sequence with arpeggiations of the chords. It kind of sounds something like this. Kind of gives you an idea, right? He's just literally, whatever chord he's on, he finds a shape in his right hand, and he usually doubles that top note. So if our melody note there on that F chord is an A, or just that's the top note of our voicing, he'll usually double it an octave below. And then when he moves here, that's a C over E, G at the top, double that down below. And it means he can get these kind of, when you have 4 notes in your right hand, you can usually lock into the semiquaver much more because there are 4 semiquavers or 4 16th notes. Decca, 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 decca. See that? Rather than only being able to play with 3 notes if you're playing it as a regular triad. You've got that extra note there just to add that extra kind of subdivision, so you've always got a different note to play. You don't have to repeat one of them in your right hand, if that makes sense. You can hear him arpeggiating all of those chords. He's also doing lots of things there where he's filling with his right hand using octaves. And what the great thing about playing in a band is there are other instruments there that cover the harmony. They're covering the chords already, so the sound of the chord is already there. So he can just play the root notes, and then in his right hand, I mean, that's just an example of a fill. I don't think he actually played that one. But he can play these fills that just move the music on, you see, and add kind of interest in between what he's singing, those melody lines. There's those fills in the right hand, those octaves. The intro. Country ending, slow down with just a chord. Nice. What a legend. What a tune. If you don't know this one already, I guess that's why they call it the blues. I've always been an Elton John fan. He's the piano player I was drawn to, just right from the start. I remember having his songbook and I used to play that on my keyboard, and I just used to love playing along with the original recordings. It was so much fun. And I actually remember learning this piano intro just because it's such a great intro to a song. It just sets up the song so well. Then he's into the song. It's something like that. I can't quite remember the intro exactly, but that's the rough idea of what he's playing. And you can see all of the time he's using triads. Now, this is something we're going to keep on coming back to. For me, Elton John is the king of triads. All of the time in his playing, he's constantly thinking about triads, whether thinking about playing a triad in his right hand. You can see there, he's got a C major triad in his right hand and an F in the bass. That gives a different sound. He does this kind of thing all of the time where he kind of takes a right hand triad and moves the bass note to get all of these really interesting, rich chords. He's doing this all the time. And he does this in his right hand too. You can see on this intro. Check this out, right? So the intro is in the key of C. Starts on a C chord, goes to a G over B, then to an F over A. That's the shape. Now here, in his right hand, he moves between two triads. He moves between a C and an F. Check it. That sound, look. So we've got an F triad and a C triad, and he's just moving between them. This is the build-up. That idea of moving a triad when you're playing to give the chord some extra movement, it just really helps make the music not feel static, like it's still moving even when the chord's staying the same. Really cool trick. Oh, so much to talk about. There's so many incredible little things he's doing here. But all the way through on the piano, if you move aside all the little fills and everything, he's playing the groove of the song. He's just rolling with that groove. If I show you the kind of thing he's playing. It's that kind of thing. He's got big octaves in his left hand, you know, that really punchy sound. And then in his right hand, he's just playing a kind of pattern that fits with that rolling, shuffly feel. I mean, the chords in the chorus go C, C over E, that kind of shape, to an F. And he's just playing that kind of da 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 da, which also fits with the melody. There's actually a really interesting chord in the chorus, which he uses in a lot of different songs, and it's a way of adding an extra bit of tension. It's the one towards the end. He goes, rolling like thunder under the covers, and it just like, oh, it sort of breaks away. It breaks outside the key. That shape he's using there, it's like a D7 over F sharp. It's what you call a secondary dominant. You might have heard that term before. but it's a chord that's outside the key. It's closely related to the key, but it is outside of the key. It's like an uncle of the key. It's a close relation, but not in the nucleus of the family. Oh, a lot more fills in his right hand here. This kind of thing. That's another thing he does a lot of. He does like little shakes, okay? I've spotted this in a few times when he plays. He does this. Can you see? You actually shake your right hand when you're playing. So you kind of do these octaves. It's that kind of little gestures. He just puts these kind of things everywhere. God, can you imagine writing a song like this? So good. Ending on a sus chord. Oh, he's taking it to church now. He's literally, again, he's just rocking between chords 1 and 4. That kind of sound, you know, he's actually going, it's like C, C7 over E to F7. That kind of sound, you know. Proper kind of gospel, bluesy. What a way to end. Really cool. Moving those triads. There it is. He's moving those triads again in his right hand. Yeah, so good. Wow. Such a performer, isn't he? By the way, if you're really enjoying this video, could you do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button? When YouTube gets positive signals like that, like a like or a subscribe, it sends the videos and the channel out to other people who are piano players like you who want to improve their playing. So as well as helping me, you'll also be helping other piano players around the world. And the other thing, you might have got a bit of a feel recently that I'm trying to change things up on the channel. I'm trying to do things a little bit differently. I want to keep all those tutorials, but I just want to freshen it up a bit and I want to have some new video concepts. So if you're into this, what I'm doing here where I'm breaking down an iconic piano player and I'm thinking like, what are they playing? What's going on? What are some of the things they're doing? Could you drop a comment down below and let me know? And more importantly, can you let me know who else you'd like me to have a look at? Pop some videos, pop some names down there. It would really, really help me out.
If you feel that it's real.
So gospel.
I'm on trial, and I'm here in prison. Like a chord in your men. I'm dented and I'm spent with high treason.
I mean, this is what Elton can just do so well. It's that gospel intro, you know. Just takes it straight to church, doesn't he? When you pair that with his vocal as well, it just tells such an incredible story. What I'm doing there, it's like a C7. Again, he's just moving to chord 4, but he goes via this chord here, which is like an E flat over E, going to F7, you know. That kind of sound. And then he moves triads again round in his right hand to get that real gospel sound. Something like that. That kind of shape. Yeah, it's just, these are the kind of things he's doing here to give it that real soulful, bluesy feel. Oh, you hear that, how he rolled that chord? You know, that kind of sound. Again, he doesn't just play it like that. You know, it's got that, tells way more of a story, like a guitar would play it, like almost like you're kind of sliding up to the chord. Boom, boom, boom.
Take me to the power of the soul. Take me to the power. Take me to the power.
I remember when I first heard this, he does this loads, he goes. It's like, that style of playing is all about those massive octaves in your left hand and then finding like a bluesy shape up the top, and you're alternating between them. It's like octave, bluesy chord. Kind of the messier the better, really. It's great if you make lots of mistakes like me. He's moving the inner part, so he's starting there on a C chord, and then he moves these two notes up to an F and an A, so it's like that's a C chord, that's an F over C, and then that's like a C7 kind of shape, and he moves these about. And you can either hold this note down while you're doing it, or you can bring it off and it gives it take it off the keys and it sort of gives it a slightly different feel. That's a little harmonic trick that you can lift and put into your own playing, because anytime you see a C chord now where it's like C for 2 bars, provided it doesn't clash with the melody, you could add in a little bit of movement like that. You can even move these notes about in the middle. Yeah, give it a go. It's a really fun little trick, that. What an intro. I remember learning this as a kid. I learned it off the record, actually. I had that songbook, but I couldn't really read it. I found reading music so hard. So I just learned it by ear, working out the chords bit by bit. That chord took a little while to find because it's not exactly what you expect. You can see it's not what we call diatonic. It's not in the key. You've got this B flat here. It's such a beautiful sound. Then the famous rundown. So good. Okay, let's keep on going.
Growing tired, and time stands still before me.
One of the interesting things when you watch Elton play is that when he's accompanying himself and he's singing, he's using quite a soft dynamic, a very delicate touch on the piano. Nothing sort of over the top or cutting through too much. But then when he plays a fill, he really plays it precisely. And with a lot of attacks, you get this really kind of almost like twangy piano sound. That kind of sound. It really cuts through. It's that balance he's creating. It's like the accompaniment side and then the fills which just cut through the texture.
Don't let the sun go down on me. Although I said to myself, there's always someone else I see.
Great chord sequence here.
Just a little fragment of your life to wander free. And losing everything. It's like the sun going down on me.
Such a great. He's just laying down the harmony in this chorus. He's playing basically right hand chords, octaves in his left hand. He's playing that kind of pattern every single beat, occasionally using his thumb for a little bit more rhythm, but it's just quite high. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. And then occasionally just jumping out of the texture with some octaves. you know, all of that kind of thing to lift it into the next part. This song in particular for me is one of the first songs I learned on the piano to sort of play via a kind of the chord approach, just getting through the song and kind of jamming it and working it out. And yeah, it's sort of it's quite a personal song for me. It's a good one. Such a great tempo as well. I will let it play through to the end, but that run up he does is just so cool. He goes, but losing everything, it's like the sun going down on. Just, I mean, what a fantastic little chord progression that just really hammers home the end of the chorus. What are those chords? Well, it goes D minor 7, C over E, F, C over G, F over G, going to C. It just really... Go have a go at that. If you take one thing from this video, go and sit at your piano and just have a go at playing that, because it's just so satisfying.
Losing everything is like the sun going down on me.
I've got a feeling the drum fill at the end here is going to be absolutely epic. That is a drum fill. So good. There we go. Hope you enjoyed that video. There's lots in there. I could just sit and listen to Elton John all day, every day. He's just absolutely one of my favorites. And if you're a big Elton John super fan like me, chances are you're going to want to know a little bit more about what's going on under his fingers. Well, in this video up here, I break down a super cool trick he uses all the time using the circle of fifths. Go give that video a click, and I'll see you over there.